Now, do you know that Canada has extended the travel ban restriction for international travel? I'll be giving you much information about that, and also I'll be telling you more about the provincial nominee, which serves as an alternative to express entry. So you want to hang on to stay tuned, and I have got a good news to share with you. So you want to hang on to stay tuned. I would be back. Welcome to my YouTube channel where I still remember my humble self, MC Bernardino. This is Canada Reality with MC Bernardino, where I dish out content for those that are willing to migrate into Canada and those that are already in Canada. So if peradventure you find yourself on this channel, please take some few minutes, subscribe to this YouTube channel. There's a notification bell beside it. Click on it so that anytime I drop a video, you'll be among the first to get it. Don't forget our goal for the end of the year, 31st of December, we're looking at getting to 20,000 subscribers. That can only be possible with your support. You guys supported this channel to you. We got to 10,000. We can also get to 20,000. So subscribe to this YouTube channel, click on the likes button, and share this video with whoever you feel will be of tremendous help to us achieving our goal. All right, let's hit the ground running. So my first news today is that, so many people have been clamoring, oh, when will Canada open its international borders? So today Canada IRCC just updated, Canada government general just updated that travel restriction will be in place up until September 21st. You want to agree with me that in the last few months, they keep extending it month by month. And when they did a critical analysis at the expiration of it in August, they felt they still need to elongate it by another month. And that is why the restriction has been further put in place up until 21st of September. By the way, I forgot to wish you guys happy new month. So by 21st of, it was almost when we're getting to 21st of September, we'll get to know if it will be further elongated or that would be the end of the restriction. So that means that for those that are outside Canada, as long as you're not a permanent resident or a citizen or an immediate family of a permanent resident or a citizen, or you are of critical service in Canada and you are exempted, for the list of exemptions, you can actually visit Canada immigration website where you can get it. So if you're not exempted, you can't come into Canada up until September 21st. So for international students that are probably resuming this September, the restriction is still in place. So that means that you still need to resume with your school online. So if you need much information on this, I've done numerous videos on it. And also you can visit cic.gc.ca where you can get additional information on the travel restriction. All right, so just to keep you up to date with provincial nominee, I would like to tell you that on August 28th, Manitoba did provincial nominee draw, and they invited 213 applicants to apply. And these 213 cut across skilled workers in Manitoba, skilled workers overseas, and also those that possess international education. So these three segments were those that were invited to apply for the Manitoba provincial nominee. For those of you that don't really know much about the Manitoba provincial nominee, you might want to watch my previous videos. We have done so many information on the Manitoba provincial nominee, and you can also visit the Manitoba provincial nominee website, which I'll be linking in the video description, so that you can let you know much about how you can apply for it. I always tell people you don't really have to wait for the express entry. You can look at some of these provincial nominees. They offer better options, alternative rather, to the express entry, to the study visa. You can look at all these provincial nominees. Yeah, still talking about the provincial nominee, Ontario is not left out. On August 26th, Ontario also did a draw. That's only they did a draw on for those that are in the entrepreneurship spot. So 21 ITAs were issued for people in this stream, and their score range from 144 to 200. And so that stream is just for entrepreneurs. If you want to know much about it, I'll be linking it in the video description. So it's not really much about express entry, but rather if you have the money, you have the investment, you want to make investment in Ontario, you have huge investment, and you want to come from outside Canada, you want to bring in money to Ontario to set up a business. So those that were the ones that were invited. So far this year, Ontario has invited 91 applicants in that stream. So if you want to learn more about it, probably you're a foreign investor, you want to bring money to Canada, you can actually use the opportunity to migrate into Ontario. So I'll be linking it in the video description below. you can actually look into that, and that could be an easy path for you to migrate into Canada. All right, so the province of Saskatchewan was not left out of this provincial nominee. On August 27, the province actually issued out ITAs to 570 applicants to apply for the Saskatchewan Immigrant Nomination Program. And those that were invited were those in the they were invited through the occupation in demand stream. So I mean, you want to agree with me, and I've done videos in the past about the Saskatchewan provincial nominee, so you might want to check my playlist where you can get to see the video on that. So the occupation in demand is simply saying that, yes, it's simply saying that if you, there are some lists of occupation that are in demand in Saskatchewan. I mean, butchers, farm poultry supervisors, and the rest of them. I don't really have the names on top of my head. So those jobs occupation are really in demand in Saskatchewan. So if you have experience and you can prove that you have experience in those fields, and you can back it up with a reference letter from your employer back outside Canada, you can actually apply for these streams. Also, in addition to that, you need to have your English done, and you need to have a good score in that, and so many criteria. I'll be linking it in the video description below. Yes, so the Saskatchewan provincial nominee is another avenue for people that wants to migrate into Canada to actually come into Canada. So congratulations to those that have been invited for the Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Ontario, and other provincial nominees that have recently been done. Congratulations. I wish you good luck. And for those that haven't looked into that, that could be a very easy path for you to migrate into Canada. Next on my news will be an update on the postgraduate work permit assurance for students that are studying online outside Canada. So IRCC has just reiterated again that even if you resume with your school online outside Canada, you are still entitled to get your postgraduate work permit as long as 50% of your study is done in Canada. You can do 50% back home and 50% in Canada up until April 21st. You are still April 21st, 2021. You are assured of your postgraduate work permit. For those of you that don't know what postgraduate work permit is all about, I've done a video on that. You might want to check my playlist to see that postgraduate is what you get after, that gives you the eligibility to work in Canada after your study. So if you do a 1 year course in Canada, you're entitled to a 1 year postgraduate work permit. And if you do a 2 years or more courses in Canada, you're entitled to 3 or more years postgraduate. So you might want to check my previous video to actually know. I want to dwell so much on that, but the news is just that because of this pandemic, if you're studying online, if you're resuming with your school online, as long as 50% of your study is done in Canada, probably talking about if you're doing 2 semesters, first semester is done back home online, the remaining 50% is done in Canada, then you are assured of your postgraduate work permit. That's the latest news we have. But let's look at the way things ease up. Maybe if it doesn't ease up, IRCC will come up with another development that if you can do the 100% outside Canada, you are still assured. But for now, the information is that if 50% is done from your own country, and as long as you can do 50% of your study in Canada, work permit is assured. Postgraduate work permit is assured after your study. For additional information, please visit ircc.gc.ca, where you can keep yourself abreast of the latest information regarding this. Another news from IRCC that I would like to share with you on biometrics is that if you're applying for any temporary resident visa in Canada, you don't need to do biometrics. Meaning that if you're in Canada and you're applying for study visa, you're applying for postgraduate work permits, you're applying for anything that is a temporary visa in Canada, extension of a visitor's visa, you don't need to do biometrics. Okay, as far as it's within Canada you're applying, you don't need to do biometrics. And also, it suffices to know that if you're applying for permanent resident, you need to submit biometrics, even if you have submitted biometrics before in the past. Hypothetically saying, maybe you came into Canada through study, and before you left your home country, you already did biometrics, and now in the process down the line, you want to apply for a permanent resident in Canada, you have to do another biometrics. I mean, that's the way it is. So that is what IRC is. That's the information they just provided. So you, as far as you're applying for the permanent resident, they need to get a new record of your Canadian status. So that is the latest information on biometrics. All right, viewers, I hope you actually enjoyed the video that I brought for you today on the restriction of extension of the restriction of international flight, and I also brought to you latest information on the Provincial Nominee Program. I told you the latest information regarding postgraduate work permit and also about the biometrics. So if you feel you have further question, anything you're not clear about based on what I've said today, feel free to drop it in the comment section below. I will do justice by answering your question. If you enjoy this video, why not just hit on the likes button? If you feel there's anybody out there that will benefit from this video today, feel free to share this content with them. Share this video with them so that they can also get informed. Don't forget, go for the end of the year, 20,000. Please help this channel grow. All you can do is subscribe if you haven't subscribed. It costs you nothing. Please subscribe, share this video with someone that will actually help us to attain that goal. Thank you very much on that. All right, now for the good news. It's a good news. I'm glad to tell you that my wife just put to bed, and I'm so happy about that. And that is why I might not be so much consistent on this channel, but I'll try as much as possible to still continue to provide you with the latest news. My wife gave birth to 3 bouncing baby boys. Thank you very much for your support, for the words of encouragement from you guys. All right, till I come back to you again on this channel with another wonderful video on Canada Reality with MC Bernardino. Please stay safe, stay out of trouble, and don't forget that COVID-19 is real. If you haven't seen these 2 previous videos, please watch them, and also don't forget, subscribe to this channel. Peace out.